Hey, it's Cliff, and if you were looking for me to break down the 13th Coreum Airdrop numbers, and this is the video for you. So as you can see on the screen here, I have the tweet from Coreum, and it says that you can read the official report for the 13th core snapshot here. So let's go ahead and pull up that information. So right here, I have the wallet that Coreum is using to distribute all the tokens. I will paste that down in the description. As you can see from the last date here, the 6th of January is when they completed all of the airdrops. So if you have not got your airdrop at this point, then something was probably wrong with your trust line, or you're using an exchange and the exchange has not distributed everything to you yet. But check the link on here for the wallet if you want to go ahead and verify your address. And so just moving into the article here, it is the 13th snapshot, and it was completed on block 76223486. That took place on December 5th, 2022 at 4 p.m. UTC time. And so just looking at the numbers of Sologenic that participated in this airdrop, it was around 226 million. If I look back to last month, it was 231 million. So it was a little bit less that actually participated this time around. People might have been selling off their solo in preparation for a heavy drop happening after all the tokens have been distributed. Flipping back, so for this time around, we were looking at 0.033896778 core per solo, compared to last month we were getting about 0.033163959. And so those are the official numbers of what you would have got in core per solo. Moving on, I just want to bring this up before I bring up the chart where I'd actually break this down in US dollars. I want to show you guys that the current price of Coreum is 42 cents. So let's go ahead and bring my Excel sheet up. So as you can see from my Excel file here, I've ran all the numbers so you can kind of get an idea of how much money you would get per solo if you wanted to participate in these airdrops. So at the bottom here, I plugged in the price of Coreum, which as we said was 42 cents. I have the rate, which is how much core you would get per solo. As we said, it was that 0.033 number in the equation. And as you can see up top, I have solo, core, and at current price. So just running through the numbers, if you had 100 solo, you would have got 3.38967 core, which would have come out to around $1.41. If you have 1,000 solo, you would have got 33.89678, which comes out to around $14.13. If you would have had 10,000 solo, you would have got 338.9678 core, which comes to $141.35. And if you had 100K solo, you would have got 3,389.678 core, which comes out to around $1,413.50. And so flipping back to Twitter, I have a tweet here from Coreum that says the Coreum community has the power to list core on Bybit this week. Basically what they were wanting to do is people who are part of the Coreum community to vote to get Coreum on Bybit. Now the voting for this one has ended, but I do have the results, and unfortunately, as I do look at the winning list on Bybit, the winning token was time. It has other listings at the bottom, which was Vimp, and you can see Core here, who did not win. And to be 100% honest with you, I've never even heard of this time token, so I kind of pulled it up, and it says laborx.com is one of the largest crypto jobs platform with over 100,000 registered users. So I'm assuming this one is used for some kind of job platform. I'm not sure how it integrates into them getting your resume and looking for a job, but apparently that's what it's used for. And the main news there is Coreum unfortunately did not win and will not be listed on Bybit, but you know, there's other exchanges out there, and hopefully we will be listed on those soon. And just to hit on one other thing that I know people were kind of looking for an update for, I have a tweet from Bob Ross, and he says Sologenic is all about decentralization when it comes to developing any component of the ecosystem. We believe a non-custodial solution for solo cards is a game changer. Therefore, we have joined forces with a key partner to make it real. Stay tuned. And so he has the picture here of the solo card that we were kind of expecting. It's kind kind of been waiting for these to come out for a while. But if I make this bigger, you can kind of see at the bottom that they are working with MasterCard to work on the Solo card. So that's kind of interesting. If I look down here a little bit more, it says there will be 2 versions. Late KYC cards are available globally with a limit of $150 per card, but users can issue as many virtual cards as they want. Or there is a full KYC card option with a limit of 10K, and that will be initially be available in specific jurisdictions and then expanded globally. Now, he doesn't say which jurisdictions that's going to be, so we'll kind of have to wait and get more details. It seems like he's just kind of pushing out a teaser at this point that these are coming. I know people have been kind of expecting these for, I think, almost a year now. We've been waiting on these. A lot of people want them, and they're still not out yet. So he is working on it, and partnerships are being made. He also says you can use your card to spend solo and on other crypto assets. So that's kind of interesting. We were just kind of hoping for initially that it was going to be solo, but it looks like there's going to be other assets that you can plug into this card if you were so wanting to do so. And in other Bob Ross news, he has a article that he written for NASDAQ. This was released just today. Might be something that you're interested in. I'm gonna link it down below, but if I pull it up here, the title is Crypto's Clock is Running Out. Who will show proof of solvency and who will disappear? And in this article, he kind of talks about the FTX collapse and other exchanges and the as they put it here, full-blown chaos that ensued in the crypto market and how we're still dealing with the backlash of everything that went on. And as you scroll down, it kind of says auditor support is essential, but isn't enough to bring the industry back to life. Because even in cases like I just did a video on Midas where they were showing their proof of solvency and they were lying to their entire community. So no one's going to believe your audit unless there is some kind of third party out there that we can actually trust in this situation. We need some kind of actual regulation for these auditors, not just some guy, some auditor that just came out of nowhere like Midas did or Celsius probably did as well. You know, there needs to be trust restored into the crypto community. So he kind of hits on it there. If you want to read this article, I will link it down in the description. I definitely suggest you to check it out. But anyway, I just wanted to run through those numbers so you can see how much you made on your core tokens in USD, because that is what people want to see. They want to see how much US dollars are actually getting from these airdrops. Is it worth to actually get the solo to get the airdrop? Hopefully this helps. If you need this Excel file, it is on my Patreon. Just log on there and ask me for it and I will give it to you. I'm not attached to it in any way. Thank you to my Patreon supporter, Kevin. And if you guys got any questions, please list them down below. And thank you for watching.